And we're live.
Hi.
Welcome, Internet Land.
And we're only 4 minutes late. Hair is being all weird.
No, I was late because I was checking your cider. And do you want to know how it's doing?
I do want to know how it's doing.
All of your cider is fermenting very nicely.
Yes.
It smells awful out there, which is par for the course for fruit fermentation.
Yes.
But all of it is fermenting.
Fermentation does not always smell excellent.
No, the finished product is great.
Yes.
The fermentation product, bleh.
Yeah.
But yes, it is fermenting very nicely.
Also, my hair was doing weird things. It still kind of is, but whatever.
Yeah, great thumbnails to thank for that. You look fine.
You haven't brought yours home yet. You're not going to get it by Thursday.
Thursday is the day that the 2020 mugs go on sale. So if you want one, Thursday's your day to come in and get one. If you already have one, come get it before Thursday. Or contact us. There's always that caveat too. Just contact us. Tell us, oh my gosh, I forgot my mug. We'll say, that's cool. We'll set aside. It'll be fine.
Yeah. But the ones that are left are going to go like that.
No kidding.
I didn't do it. There we go.
It's okay. If you'd snapped properly, I'd have lost my memory. So
what is in there, though?
What is in here is this. Trappist's Rochford.
That sounds right.
It's close enough. It is an actual Trappist ale, which I just...
What does that mean?
That means it is actually brewed in the monasteries, as opposed to an abbey ale, which is brewed in the same style, but is not brewed in the monasteries. So this is made by actual monks, and it's a thing.
Where's it from?
This is produced in Belgium.
Nice.
There are only 4 or 5 actual active monasteries in Belgium producing these things. There's others elsewhere in the world, but as far as actual Belgium monasteries, there's only like 4 or 5 that are actually doing their thing.
Nice. Doing the alcohol portion.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
So, yep.
That's cool.
It is cool, and it is also mostly foam. Good grief. I can top that sucker off there.
What's it look like?
It's a very nice golden color.
Yeah.
And it has all the usual fruity notes, dark raisin notes, almost caramely, a little spicy. It's a good representation of the Belgian Trappist style. In this case, it's a quad.
Carbonation.
Oh, yeah. The CO2 will burn your nose every time. In this case, it's a quad, which means it is one of the strongest in its style, both in color and in alcohol.
It's not one that I personally would enjoy, but there's some nice fruity notes in there.
Oof, that is...
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
That's your thing?
That's my thing. That's what I wanted tonight for sure.
Nice.
So, what do you have? Because that is beautiful.
Isn't it pretty? All right. So what I have is from Liberty Cider Works downtown. They are fantastic. So they're the ones that do the very fancy heritage ciders, and they do it immaculately. So this is 55 chain English style cider. So they took several different traditional cider apple varieties for this one. Let's see. It's inspired by the UK West Country style, featuring tannic English varietals, native yeast, oak barrels, and lots of time. Which, I mean, that's kind of their thing. They're going to let their stuff set until it's exactly what they want it to be.
They do a fantastic job of that.
Yeah. Dry and fruit forward. So, one of the things I like about them, they've got I love the scale that some cider companies have on their labels that tell you where it sits on the dry to sweet scale. Words.
Right. I really like that.
I haven't had it yet.
That is like a more gentle classical music version of Mystery Hack.
Oh, it is.
It's like if Mystery Hack were the 60s rock, this is
Beatles.
This is like the classical music version of that. So it's got a lot of the same tannins, a lot of the same tartness, a lot of the same nice barrel qualities, just more
body feel on it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's smooth and nice. That is a beautiful cider.
Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. Highly recommended.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Mystery Hack in that it is on the drier end, but it's not like that bone dry, like champagne sand kind of dry.
Yeah. Which, there's a time and a place.
Favorite.
There's a time and a place, but not right now and not right here.
That is really good. Yeah, definitely fruit forward. I like it.
Sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah. I've never had anything from Liberty that I haven't enjoyed. They were actually my gateway into the drier ciders, because my gateway into cider at all was One Tree's lemon basil, which is so cliche, but it was. It's a good cider.
Yeah, it's the first cider most people in this area have had. So.
It's very approachable for people who are used to like Kool-Aid.
Yes.
I mean, their stuff is
not
very
naming
sweet.
names. Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Well, yeah, yeah. I was coming off of wine coolers.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
I know.
It's right. It's good if you need to have 15 of them in a row and still be perfectly fine.
Yeah, yeah. So then, wanting to expand my cider palette, Liberty Cider Works was really the first one that I got a dry cider, and because it was so balanced, it wasn't just somebody that was just trying to be dry for dry's sake, but actually like really craft it. Then there was a lot of like balance, but complexity to it that made it interesting to drink. It wasn't just like, oh, now there's sand on my tongue.
That's a good description.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So we have new so if you have been to the tap room in the days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you may have noticed a distinct lack of churros, hand dipped corn dogs made from scratch. It was truly fantastic. Yes. But so you got to meet, if you came in the last few days, you got to meet our 2 employees, and they just did a bang up job of running things for us.
You forgot something about Disney Day.
What did we forget about Disney Day?
We stayed up very late.
We also stayed up very late, as one must when celebrating Disneyland.
We camped out in the living room. It was
really fun.
Awesome.
You are giving much due praise to our
much praise
amazing
to Andrea and Brandy, who are truly fantastic. They did a great job of running things. I'm sure they felt overwhelmed at times. They were some huge days, but they did a bang up job. Thank you guys for supporting them and for just being nice people.
Yes.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
But you'll see us again Tuesday.
Yep.
So what else is going on that's fun?
Let's see. My cider's bubbling.
Your cider is bubbling a lot. There's something else in there bubbling too.
Yes.
Do we talk about that, or is
not
that
yet,
still that's still a come in and ask?
All
right.
In there. Yeah. Moses says that those 2 are always awesome to see.
They are. They're super nice and they're super capable.
Yes.
Which is a great quality in an employee.
Let's see. Your brewery smells very nice these days.
Yes, I've cleaned it.
Yes. But it's because of what's fermenting in there right now.
Yes, naturally.
Need a drink.
Actually, it finished. Raven Master is done.
Oh, is it?
It's in the walk-in right now, crashing, which is to say, getting really cold and clarifying. All the sediment and junk is dropping out, so it's clearish, a little clearer.
I mean, not that any of your beers are particularly
They've got to sit for a while. I think it's because we have... we don't have quite the same equipment as other people.
Well, that's true.
But
it's okay. You also have really dark.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, you can't even tell.
Yes.
So that's fun.
Girl Scout cookies are being sold.
Asking if there's another pairing coming up. We have been approached by the Girl Scouts asking if we'll be doing another pairing. Our response at the time was, we're going to have to see how the openness of things is going, and openness of things is going well. I would not be surprised. Of course, we haven't formalized anything. Yeah. But I would not be surprised if we had another Girl Scout pairing coming up here.
Yeah.
That would be so much fun.
Yes.
Finding out which pairings we had was such a blast. I loved it.
We just sat down with samplers of everything we had on the board and all of the cookies in front of us.
Mix and match.
Yep.
It was. Most of the combinations were great. Some of them were fantastic. Some of them were wrong. Just straight up wrong.
So not okay.
Yeah, but most of them were pretty darn good. So
I think we'll probably do, instead of getting like one of all of the cookies, we'll probably get like 4 or 5.
I think that's probably a much more.
Yeah.
As much as I enjoyed having leftovers, it's probably much more
It was
responsible
kinda
to only
fun.
get a few.
Yeah.
So.
But yes, I like that idea.
So speaking of the beers,
Yes.
Crewman number 6 has finally blown. That was the beer that
took-
just kept on giving.
Yes.
And it got better as it aged. It was truly good, but it is finally gone. If you enjoyed it, I'm sorry. I'll not be making it again soon. But it is going to be replaced by What the Dickens.
Yay.
So a crowd favorite. Everybody loved that one last year, I think.
Yep.
So What the Dickens is finally coming back just in time for spring-ish or so.
Yeah.
It's a really nice, crisp, clean English bitters. So you've just mowed the lawn. Perhaps you've done some early spring yard work and you need a beer. That's the one you grab.
How does it differ from Dash It All, which is also an English bitters?
It is. So Dash It All is going to be just a little bit darker, a little bit more caramely. And it's going to have a slightly different hop profile, where What the Dickens is going to be a little crisper and have a little bit sweeter notes to it. Dash It All is just kind of, it's more warm, if that's a better description. So Dash It All is more closely related to Raven Master than it is the more traditional English bitters style, whereas What the Dickens is like English
Straight
bitters.
up
Yeah.
English bitters.
Yeah, absolutely. It is based on what Charles Dickens would have drank himself, hence the name.
Yeah.
So that one's coming back too.
It comes from a recipe in a book that we actually have on the bookshelves in the tap room called Drinking with Dickens, which was written by Charles Dickens' great-grandson, who collected stories of his grandfather and accompanying recipes. And this one in particular was super specific. It was like, add 2
Beer.
ounces of hops.
It's a good thing there's not 400 varieties of those lying around.
So what did you do, though? Because you didn't just like, what do I have in my freezer?
No, I took what I knew of the region, of the time period, and roughly extrapolated out what was likely to have been in there. So there's only a few hops that have been around for a very long time in that area. And I took one of the most popular varieties of those, East Kent Goldings, and threw those in there. And then it called for a few other things like crystal malt.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, good, that's a spectrum. It's like put in a colored crayon. Oh, fantastic!
I like green.
I like green. So again, had to take ballpark estimates and threw it on in there. But it was not an unreasonable interpretation. I think it would be immediately recognizable by Mr. Dickens if he were around.
Yeah.
And sober.
Well,
which, judging by this book, is a pretty tall order, but he wrote good stuff all the same.
Yeah. So that's what's new for the beer on our board.
Mm-hmm.
We released a new cider this week.
Ooh, talk about that one.
Called There Was Room for Two. It's a rose cider. And for anybody, okay, I was 13 in 1997, right?
Yeah,
when Titanic came out, I was the demographic. I was the person that
you were
they
the
made
plan on
that.
selling them 5 tickets demographic.
Yes. I was the one, like, I had the poster in my room. I had the soundtrack. I listened to all of the radio versions that put like quotes from the movie, and any time that Celine Dion wasn't singing. I think I might have. No, I did. I got the sheet music for my saxophone. I was the demographic. So when Mark and I were talking about names for this rose cider, and I was trying to come up with something geeky, of course. And of course, you think Rose Taylor from Doctor Who, but somebody else has a claim on
Rose
that. What did I just say?
Tyler.
Rose Tyler. Yeah.
It's okay. You're still a nerd. You're my nerd.
Yeah. Anyways, and I was having a really hard time in coming up with something that was rose themed and geeky. And Mark looks at me and goes, "You could name it There Was Room for Two." Tested that.
Got to the very end of it, and spoilers. Sorry, got to the very end of it, and indeed there was room for 2 people on that board.
Most
it
definitely
would have afforded them. It totally would have worked. James
and
Cameron.
there are multiple ways that it would have worked.
So many different ways it would have worked. And James Cameron said, "Look, the script said it had to die. I don't know what to tell you."
Yeah.
Oh well, that's a good reason. There you go.
So anyway, so it's a rose cider. It's a sweeter cider, more akin to MD314 or Health Potion.
It's that gentle sweetness, though. It's not the overbearing
I
sugar bomb sweetness.
Really wanted the rose to be the center point. And so I strove to keep the sweetness more almost. I was kind of thinking more like romantic with this one, of like the rose and like chocolates, except like rose and chocolate cider does not.
Like you've just met on a doomed cruise ship.
Yes.
Or something.
Yes. Anyway, so it's nice. The sweetness is nice, and the rose really comes through, but it's not like you're drinking perfume. So I'm really pleased with it.
Yeah,
I've been drinking it this week.
I think it turned out fantastic. That was good.
Let's see. Wanna Be My Cider was on last week. We talked about that.
Yep. We did that one.
Yeah.
So we got the new beers. We got the new ciders. The barrel-aged Singularity.
Oh,
We're
yes.
on the last half of a keg.
They're dangerously low.
So if you want the barrel-aged Singularity, now's your chance to come get it. It will be replaced by another barrel-aged beer. Fear not. But if that's the one you want, there's not a lot left, and it's going to be a good half year at least before we see that one again.
Oh, longer than that.
Well, I'm brewing that one next. But
yeah, I know,
it takes
but you
time to
clear out
ferment it, and then you got to put it in. Yeah, so it's going to be, it would almost probably be a year before we see that one again.
Possibly.
So.
At least I would say don't look for that one any sooner than Christmas.
Yeah, for sure. Don't look for that one soon.
Maybe Thanksgiving. We'll have to see.
Yeah, there will be other barrel-aged things in the meantime, but that one is rare quickly.
Yes, Moses likes it.
Well, I do too. I'm not gonna lie. It's the beer I wanted to make when I first started making beer, and it's nearly impossible to capture in the 5-gallon size. Like, I'm gonna throw in oak chips. Well, now it tastes like wood. I'm gonna throw in bourbon too. Now it tastes like you added like bourbon to
boozy, woody beer.
Boozy beer that you're serving out of a wood cup. It's very, 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 very difficult, if possible at all, to capture in that small form. But that was the one I always wanted,
and you did it.
And I did it.
And you'll do it again.
And I'll do it again.
Along those lines, Mystery Hack, we've got one more keg of. It's sitting right now. We'll release that probably next time something blows on the tap list. But then that's it for Mystery Hack for a while. I just emailed Union Hill today. They're the people. Well, Union Hill is the cider house, but they're also the people who do the orchard. But
they're the cider house owned by the orchardists, who are related to the orchardists that we actually got the apples from.
Yes.
And if that isn't 6 steps to Kevin Bacon, I don't know what is.
I just watched a TED Talk where he was talking about the 6 steps to Kevin Bacon.
Who? Kevin Bacon himself? That's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, so I just emailed them today though to ask about getting apples from them this year. So yes, I look forward to getting back, because when I talked to him last year, the only thing they had was the Porter's Perfection, and I'm pretty sure I got the last of it, which I definitely want to get more of, because Mystery Hack is amazing.
That was amazing, yeah.
But I'm really excited to see what else they have that I can play around with.
Right. They got such cool stuff.
Yes, they do. So, more things coming in the future.
Yeah. Soup.
Yes.
We should have
more.
The
taco soup went very well this week.
It did go very well. We ran out of it on Saturday, as I understand.
Yeah.
So that's a good time to run out of it, because Mom makes more on Tuesday.
Yes.
And how cool is that? To have a mother in there making soup for you. That's like the picture of comfort food.
Yes.
Right there. So,
yes.
So there will be more. Don't know what it is.
Let's see.
Ooh,
your mom talked about a minestrone soup.
The minestrone. We had
minestrone.
We had the minestrone
and
soup.
It was super good.
It was super good.
Oh, yeah. She had us a list.
Yep. So let's see. No, that's the salad list.
The what list?
What? Let's see. Oh, I can't pronounce half of these.
Ooh, beef stew. That sounds.
Beef stew sounds really good.
Shepherd's pie.
Yep.
Stroganoff.
Ooh,
stroganoff.
A good stroganoff sounds amazing.
Tiki masala.
Oh, jeez, man, she's got some good stuff on here.
Of course she does.
I would almost. Oh gosh, I'd almost go with the tiki masala or the beef the stroganoff.
I think we might have to go with the stroganoff.
Okay.
I haven't had a good stroganoff.
So keep in mind, this is talk to Mom first. Find out if she's willing, able, all that great stuff.
Yes.
But I think we're going to lean towards the
really good memories from childhood of the things that she would cook. And maybe she's not the one that's going to, she's not like her favorite thing in the world. So she's not going to sit down and make like a 5-course dinner on a Tuesday night just because she wants to. But man, there's some things that she makes that I instantly feel like I'm like 7 again. And just like, I especially think that she makes around the holidays that it's like, I feel like I'm 7 and sitting in front of a Christmas tree with presents like all underneath and the fireplace is going like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those were the good times.
Yes.
Quick side note. It is storming something fierce outside right now. Yes. And I just saw a little alert come up on our stream. So if we should get cut off unexpectedly, apologies. Consider this your goodbyes. We love you all, etc.
Very much.
So we're going to keep on trying to broadcast. But if we should suddenly go, then
that's why
you'll know what happened. If the magic blue smoke should be released from your laptop at that exact same time, it is not our fault. That is lightning. You should have had a surge protector. I'm sorry. Go buy a surge protector.
Yes. Moral of the story.
All technology runs on magic blue smoke.
What's your random recommendation for this week?
Wow, that's whiplash right there.
Surge protector.
Oh yes, no, that's
perfect lead in.
No, that's just my PSA for the week. Make sure you have a good surge protector. I think my random recommendation for this week is the video game The Witness.
We've already said that one.
I still recommend it.
Okay, all right.
I think we've talked about it, but I don't know as it was one of my random recommendations.
Okay.
So if you grew up at all enjoying the Myst series of video games, Myst, Riven, Myst 3, Myst Exile, Myst Revelations, all those.
You are you.
That or Uru, as they sometimes call it. If you grew up enjoying those games at all, you will love The Witness. It is one of those games where you are just immersed in a beautiful world and they just kind of drop you in, plop, there you go, best of luck to you. And
is definitely inspired by the Myst series.
Yeah, it is all puzzle based. It is all quiet.
We're having a video game date tonight once the kids go to bed.
Darn right. And we're probably going to play some of that.
Or maybe I could pick up my Riven game again.
You should pick up
I've been playing Riven since when did I meet you? He's the one who introduced me.
Forever ago, 22 years ago.
Yeah, and I've never beaten it because I insist on figuring out myself so I don't let him help me.
And so I just sit next to her squirming. Yep, that bolt probably is a clue, hon. You should look closer at that.
Glenn likes The Witness too.
Oh, yeah. The Witness is a fantastic game. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So maybe Witness, maybe Riven.
Yeah, maybe both.
Oh, maybe Secret of Mana.
Definitely Secret of Mana. You know how to talk to me. Dude, that's the one you got me hooked on.
Yes.
That was fantastic.
That was my game growing up, Secret of Mana.
Yeah. I love. Now I've got one of those little dealies that has every Nintendo game from ever on it.
Maybe we should play some Zelda.
We could do Zelda too. Play 2-player Mario Brothers. We can do anything we want. It's video game night.
At any rate. Okay, so your random recommendation of the week is The Witness.
Yes.
Okay, my random recommendation of the week is a TED Talk. And because I love TED Talks, absolutely love TED Talks. There's 2 of them. I should have looked them up and actually because I'm just going to describe them and you're never going to find them. But so there's one, and this is for anybody who's interested in education. He's talking about the downside of our educational system.
What? There are downsides? That's weird.
A little bit.
How was my grade on that comment?
Shh. Anyways, he talks a lot about how kids learn, and I really took away from it this idea of our brains are just always growing and we're always learning, and it gave me a lot of hope because I was one of those kids that I tested really poorly, and so I thought I was kind of dumb.
Which, if anybody's had her cider, is complete crap. She's obviously brilliant.
At any rate, Glenn's asking about the book of Denis and Dusty. I've never heard of Dusty books.
Okay, well, those are getting looked up soon. I mean, any Dusty book is probably good. But.
Yes. Okay, and then the second one, he's talking about your why. Again, I should have. That's random. Anyways,
you could post it in the comments.
I will post them I will post links in the comments. That's right, because I can do that. Other YouTube thing, like and subscribe.
Apparently, that's a thing. Like and subscribe. There you go, Peter. We finally reminded them.
Okay. Anyway, so it's this TED Talk. It's focused on like businesses, but you could really apply this to anything. But it's focusing on your why instead of like your how. So he makes these concentric circles, and in the middle is why, and then it's how, and then what. And most very precisely about how if you start with the why, with lots of examples of very successful companies and organizations that will start with the why, and then the how, and then the what. And it's one thing that we've really tried to do with Bardic is focus on our why, which is creating relationships and place for community, and then the how, and then the what. Anyway, she's really fantastic. And again, it was one of those that got me thinking about like, how am I living my life?
The great example is if I come to you and I say, I've designed this, this outrageously expensive watch that's a little bulky and has an extremely low battery life, and you should buy it. Also, we crammed all the technology into it as much as you can because you've got a busy life. You'd probably say, that's nice. Take a hike.
Mm-hmm.
But if I flip that around and I say, you've got a busy life, you need all of your notifications in one place, you don't have time to be juggling multiple devices. We built a device that has all the technology you could ever want in it, crammed into one tiny place. This is why you're going to buy a $300 Apple Watch.
Yes, Apple is one of his like favorites to point to.
Yeah, if you start with what, nobody will buy it. Here's a $1,400 phone. I've got a gesture for you. Here's a problem you have. Tell me more.
Yes. Simon Sinek? Possibly. That sounds
about right.
Yeah.
That sounds like a person I would listen to.
Yes,
why?
I think No, I think that's the education one actually.
Oh yeah,
but,
possibly. We can look those up and throw them in the comments.
The why guy though, he did write a book that I listened to, and it was so delightfully snarky. And I can't remember the title of it right now. Man,
we've got at least 3 comments that are going to be coming here. Watch for them. Bardic commented on their own video. I'm going to get notifications for that for the next 3 days. It's going to be great. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yes, that was absolutely Zune versus iPod.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
you need a place for all your music.
Zune.
We built this dumb thing with a wheel. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, that was random.
Yes, it was. It was fun. It's pretty much Bardic in a
happy
nutshell.
Randomness. Yes.
Okay, so let's see. Mug Club Thursday.
Yes. 2020 Mug Club.
New
Pick your
beers, new
stuff up.
ciders, stuff fermenting, stuff already fermented, upcoming beers.
Soup.
Random recommendations.
Let me pull up what we got for the charcuterie board and Merc fixings.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just because I want to, here is a picture of my family making hand-dipped corn dogs, because that's what we did yesterday.
You betcha. That was so much fun. Just dip those things in there, throw them in the hot oil. That was fantastic. Okay,
where are my pictures from? Or did you take them?
I think I took them.
You took them.
While you look those up, I have a quick PSA.
All right.
So this is good news for everybody. As of tomorrow, March 29th, everybody in the food service industry is now eligible for their vaccines. So if you work in the food industry, congratulations, tomorrow is your day. Go to sign up. Just look at the Phase Finder tool for the Department of Health. They'll walk you through it. You get your thing and you go sign up. It's fantastic. So this is good news for everybody because food service people have been working darn hard with not a whole lot of recourse. And now it's their turn. They're up. So congratulations, March 29th, tomorrow. Let's go get it.
Yes.
So,
okay. For the charcuterie board and the Merc, this week we have the Jamon Serrano, which is a Spanish classic cured ham aged 18 months in mountain air.
Yes.
It actually does, I think, make a difference.
So
it
good.
is so
It is
good.
so ridiculously good. So much better than that cave-aged crap. Give me a break.
What are you talking about?
It's fresh mountain air or nothing.
The cave-aged cheese is amazing.
I know.
It's all amazing.
I know.
Anything Amber at Wanderlust gets is amazing.
I know. It's like pick a location in Switzerland, add the word aged to it. It's fine. It's like under some dirty old tree, aged cheese. Yes, I need that.
Okay, so the two cheeses, we've got the Cabra Romero, which we've gotten many times before. It's goat cheese from Spain, rolled in duck fat and rosemary.
It's the duck fat cheese, for those of you that call it that.
Yeah, including us. And then, okay.
Bleu de Basque.
Bleu de Basque. It's an aged sheep milk blue from the Basque country of France and Spain. So this is a delicate blue. It's not the blue that goes.
Blue cheese.
Yes, it's you get a little bit of that funk. You get nuttiness. It's a really delightful blue.
Yeah. Of the normal Merc, I would recommend just ask for that. Can I just have this with just olive oil? We'll know exactly what you're talking about.
Adjustments.
Oh, sure, we'll adjust. However, that's fine. But I would strongly recommend
Andrea a heads up.
Yep, gonna give Andrea a heads up on that one. Thank you. But that's a really nice way to explore the subtleties of these toppings.
Yeah.
That's toppings. It's like there are charcuterie board stuff. No, they're Merc toppings.
Well,
let's be honest with ourselves.
Okay, let's be honest. 8 out of 10 times they go on a Merc instead of a board.
They do.
Nothing wrong with that. They're fantastic, and we should really send Merc another email telling her how amazing her idea was.
Yeah, that was an amazing idea. So if you want to try it that way, that's how I will be trying it personally. I really love these toppings in that way. It's good stuff. If we had some nice truffle oil, I'd put it over the top.
Oh, absolutely.
So if you ever make something like this yourself, put a little bit of truffle oil over it
guys,
too.
Go to Wanderlust.
Little tiny bit of truffle oil. That stuff goes a long way. Oh my gosh.
Go to Wanderlust. Just talk to Amber. She knows. She pairs a lot of these up for us.
Yeah.
She knows what goes really well together, and she also knows what accompanies things well, so she could give you wine recommendations or even just like
from their wall of a billion wines.
Yes, but she knows that we do pizza with a lot of these things, so she's always thinking about that when she's making recommendations for us. So another recommendation.
Yep,
but definitely. I recommend that every week.
Well, yeah, pretty much. So.
I thought of another thing.
What
is our menu changing this week?
Yes. Yes, it is. So if you were fortunate, can I tell the story?
All right, go ahead.
If you were fortunate enough to go to the Liberty Lake Farmers, excuse me, the Spokane Valley Farmers Market, just over there by Marabou this last summer.
Summer before. This last summer was COVID.
It's like the 90s was 10 years ago.
Didn't happen.
The 90s was 10 years ago, and the farmers market was this last summer.
Yes.
That's how that works.
Yes. Anyways.
You might have probably, if you were very fortunate, run into Mama Torres salsa and chips.
Honestly, they were probably at Liberty Lake too.
They were probably
at night market at Kendall Yards.
Fresh made, completely in-house made salsa and tortilla chips. Both flour and corn tortilla chips.
And dessert.
And dessert chips. Think of an elephant ear broken into pieces.
Or like a churro, but chip.
Like a churro, but in chip form.
Yes.
Which is pretty much an elephant ear, but broken into pieces.
I know,
but that was a good job.
Keep telling your story. It's delightful.
We're now carrying those. So we're still feeling it out. We're trying to figure out how this works into our menu, how we offer them, but we have them in the tap room.
Yes.
And we're going to put them on the menu. So you'll have corn and flour tortilla chips.
Yep.
In addition to the dessert chips.
Yep.
And we have 3 different types of salsas right now. The fire roasted hatch pepper salsa, which is
kind of a mild medium.
Yeah, a mild medium.
Yeah,
mild medium. Oh, so good.
So it's smoky.
Oh, it's
so good.
It is hands down the best, in my opinion. We've also got a green hatch salsa, fire roasted one, except they use tomatillos instead of tomatoes.
So a little maybe a little bit sweeter.
A little bit sweeter. Still, you shovel it in with a spoon. Absolutely amazing. And then a good
pico de gallo.
Pico de gallo, which is just, it's got those thick chunks. Everything's perfectly balanced.
So good. So good. It's fresh.
Yep. So your choice of the 3 salsas, your choice of the 3 chips. The dessert chips kind of stand on their own.
Yeah, I think they'll kind of be their own little thing. So
we'll figure out how to best mix and match those.
Kind of my idea right now, I'm thinking, we'll kind of talk about this before Tuesday. But I'm thinking we'll have the option for a 1 or 2 person thing where you get a bowl with some salsa and plate with some chips kind of a thing. maybe even like a sampler of the salsa.
Oh yeah, possibly so.
Yeah. And then another option.
The plan on taking it home option.
For a full table, or you just want to take some home.
Yeah.
Is you get a bag of the chips and you get a container of salsa and they're yours.
Yep, you can reseal the chips. You can reseal the salsa.
Yep.
Off you go. So
you can either snack on it while you're having your beer, or you're feeding a whole table, but y'all don't really want a full meal.
Yeah. So, I mean, bear with us as we figure out the best way to offer these, but they will be there. You will be able to get some, and we'll figure it out from there. We get more weekly. So, I mean, we're probably not going to run out unless like Moses orders all of them. I don't know. But, or unless I eat them all in the back room because I'm stressed. That's a possibility too.
Us, run.
Yes, that's exactly right.
So, yes. And I want all those dessert chips.
I know those things are amazing.
It's a good thing we're keeping them at the tap room because I think all of the fire roasted salsa would have been eaten by our son.
And me.
and me.
Amazing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we probably should have just ordered multiples of those dessert chips to start.
I ordered several.
It's not going to be enough.
I made a pretty conservative order, so
you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. But he delivers on Thursday, so like if we go through him Tuesday, Wednesday, then
so Andrea and Brandy will never be wanting for chips and salsa. We might suffer on Wednesdays, but at least they'll be okay. And if you can't take care of your employees, you have no business running a business. So
exactly. Or at least a business where you have employees.
Fair enough. If you're the only one there, who cares?
Exactly.
My time is free.
Is that how that works?
No, not really.
No. I think that's about it.
Chips and salsa. There's nothing else particularly new going on. We are still at phase 3, which means 50% capacity.
Which for us means we're fully open except for the bar.
Yeah, it means if there's a chair there, it can be filled.
Yes.
So
yeah.
So that's basically that.
Once we get past all this, we'll bring in another table that we had. There's more room in our patio for more tables if we could put them closer together.
Yeah. Which we should get Mom and Dad's table back to them and buy our own. But
yes, we should.
Small things.
And then bar seating, which I am so looking forward to.
Bar seating is the best seating.
It really is. Yeah. And we got like 3 months of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've had so much more.
And we're stuck.
Hopefully.
Moses won't let us down. He'll say wow if it actually posts.
So in like an hour when all this posts.
The reconnecting thing is gone.
Oh.
Let's say that again.
Okay, say wow if you... Wait.
No, say the news again. Oh my gosh. Wow. Say wow without knowing what the news was. Okay.
Because it's wow-worthy news.
In case there was a brief outage there, apologies. Wind, storm, everything else. We uploaded our first Bardic Kitchen episode this week. You can find it on our channel. It is... But wow. There it is. Okay. It is unashamed. I knew he wouldn't let us down. It is unashamedly a first episode of a series.
So much so.
I mean, it hurts. We tried to make the acting as bad as possible.
It was better than that very first one that we tried.
That one didn't exist.
No, it didn't exist. It burned in fire.
Yep.
It was a digital fire.
I actually wrote a program to burn other programs to make that one go away. So that one was gone.
Yes.
But no, the first one is up. The next 2 are in production. The 4th one, that's the one you really want to watch for.
We're getting a groove.
Yeah, because we actually used the good microphone on that one.
Yeah, yeah.
So it doesn't sound like this the whole time. So
it's okay.
We're
growing pains.
Yep, slowly but surely.
So we'll be
oh, sweet.
Oh, yay. 50% less afraid to buy it. Yay!
Oh,
These are really good, actually.
We should actually branch out and do that wild rice and sausage and leek recipe.
We haven't done that in forever.
So put that on the menu. Okay. When you ask me this week, what should we have this week? And I say, I don't know, spaghetti. What I actually mean is the wild rice and leek and sausage recipe.
Okay.
That one is. Right. We'll probably just post that.
So if Glenn, if you want to buy a leek, go buy a leek and some wild rice and sausage. And if you want like the ones that we make, we even sell the spice packets in the tap room. It's literally like saute some leeks, throw some sausage and wild rice at it.
It's so easy. It's so
super
good.
yeah
Yeah, well,
super good.
yeah, we'll get that
Anyway,
up there somehow. But
so we'll be posting Bardic Kitchen videos every other week. So we posted last Monday. Means tomorrow there will not be a video, but a week from tomorrow there will be a new video.
Yes, definitely. That was fun.
That was fun.
It was really fun editing them.
Yes, it was. And I figured out how to even do the little thing at the end where it suggests a video and does the subscription thing. And I figured it out so it wouldn't be super annoying and over everything else. So I'm proud of myself.
Next time, what we should do is have a picture of Mike Wazowski and the subscribe now right over the top of him.
Because it is a circle.
Yep. Just put it right over the top of him.
I should get Mike, the stuffed Mike that I got for Peter when I was in New York.
Just hold him up right where it's going to be. Okay, I think
Yes.
that needs to be part of episode 5. We'll figure that out.
Yes.
All right.
If you guys have the book and want to request that we do a specific recipe that we do, go for it.
Yeah,
No
for sure.
guarantee that we'll do it, but go for it.
Yeah, we're pretty much just going through saying,
Yeah.
well, I mean, that looks good. And
I mean, our idea is to go through the whole book
eventually.
eventually, so that will happen.
Nice.
Yes. All right.
Sweet.
So I think we're good.
I think that's about it.
Yes.
Sweet. So,
All right. Have a good week this week.
yes, be
If we
safe in the wind. If you lose
yes.
power, come into Bardic. It's warm.
Yes. If we see you this week, awesome. We look forward to it. If we do not, we look forward to the next time we see you, wherever that is.
Yep.
Cheers.
Bye.